Greetings, YouTube! I want you all to know, because by the time this video hits my channel, most likely, this class catalyst pack will be gone. I woke up so early to teach this morning, and I've had messages in the past, especially 48 hours for whatever reason, that said, Prof, you have not done a single video on the game's connection issues lately. Are you no longer going to do videos on this? Do you not care? Has it not impacted you? And the answer to all the above is no. I do care. It has impacted me. And I've been trying to figure out the best way to do this video to let people know it's not just you. For those of you who are grinding arenas, specifically the 6-star shard celebration arena. Now, I'm up to 3 million points. That is not a flex. It feels like it's a cry for help after 165 rounds. And of course, I'm only 75% to the final milestone, which is 4 million points. And that 4 million point milestone is a big deal because it gives you 2,000 6-star shards, 6 collector's crystals, 20 units, 2,000 battle chips, 10,000 gold. Everything else gives you, I think, 1,000. So it does reward you for finally making the trek. It's also worth noting that the 5-star one, you still, if you add them all up, right, you still got to go to 1 million. So that's 5 million points between those two. And then the 4-star, I know it's just a 4-star, but you do get collector's crystals out of it, for what it's worth. Is almost another 500,000, really 400,000. So 5,400,000 is that many points, and that's ignoring all the other arenas, which of course I, like a loser, do. I am still only, Andrew, if you're watching this, I feel like you just don't listen to me sometimes when I talk. I am now telling people in the Catalyst Clash Arena to only do up to the free battle chips and units. And then if you have access, if you're free to play, I guess this doesn't really apply to you. You probably should still do everything. But if you have access to the Black Ice store, you're going to do way better for your time to just cash in Tier 3 class catalysts for Tier 4 basic and to cash in Tier 3 basic for Tier 1 alpha for the time it takes. That's the smart way to do the arena now for those special arenas. Alright, so I am going to show you now what has happened to me this week at times when I have tried to do the arena. I'm going to hide my webcam. This is going to be a radio broadcast because look at that. It's not just you. The server has been lagging. So what happens when the server lags? Well, it loads the screen for what feels like an eternity, and then it does not advance the next fight, and it becomes a coin flip as to what happens next. Twice I have lost pretty important fights, one of which was a 6-star fight with 6-star points, because it went from this to this. You've been disconnected. Please check your connection and try again. And when I logged back in, there was an error and the fight didn't register and I just lost. But in this case, I want to show you that's not what happens every time, to be objective. So from this to this to this. So it counts the fight against Immortal Hulk, even though it never went to the voodoo screen. At this point, I was only in a win streak of 17. I was such a young lad back then. But check this out. This was a message of a different server problem from Dead Poetic 45, where he was locked out of arena matches for Lord knows how long because it said this error message: heroes do not match the heroes in your team. What? So that can also be something that you face in your precious amount of time, and I really do mean it's precious, to try to grind for the 6-star shards, 5-star shards, 4-star shards, etc. this week. So that is photo-wise what I have seen. And then we had, as we darken the screen again, a bonus submission of a connection issue from Sanguinario, who filmed this. So when we hit play, you can see, and he checked his connection. He checked the Wi-Fi. You know, sometimes when you see this, it's because your Wi-Fi is going out. But no, this has just been the loading times on his game throughout the week, this week. And now that we are halfway through the week on this Wednesday, it is very important to note that it's not just you. It is not just you that experiences these unbelievably long loading times, which the arena, let's be honest, it is a soul-sucking, soul-crushing ordeal already. So when this is the loading time, and yes, it is 30 seconds from the video being over, and it still isn't loading. And so it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and finally the game will just decide that it's not going to open right now. It is taking a slumber party off, and it has lost its connection. And that was after 1:20-ish. So there you go, YouTube. As I bring myself back, I've seen a lot of different issues this week. So just know, if it happens to you, it's happening to a lot of people. It doesn't happen every fight, but hopefully it doesn't lock you out of the fights for several hours or even days. But you just don't know. We have no control over this, as always. We're just going by the Kabam servers, for better or for worse. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.